Hello, I'm Mayor Michael P. Londeau, and welcome to a brand new program that I'm calling After the Gavel. After each City Council meeting, I will be here to talk in a little bit more detail about some of the items that were on the last City Council agenda. Sometimes agenda items at the meeting are approved without much discussion. That doesn't mean that they are not important or that there was not a lot of thought that went into the final decision. The City Council members all receive a sizable packet of documents before each meeting. That packet includes all of the details and information about an agenda item. That is the case for a new development, an ordinance change, a bid proposal, you name it. Council members then have the opportunity to call me or members of my administration to ask any questions and get clarification prior to the meeting. This allows the meeting to go smoother and be more efficient. The purpose of this program is to go into a little deeper into some of the agenda items that weren't discussed, or maybe they were and are worth mentioning again. With that, let's dive into the Westland City Council meeting from April 3rd, 2023. At the beginning of the meeting, we had a presentation from the Compassionate City Committee. Once a month, the committee brings a group of students from our Wayne Westland schools who are nominated for an award because they showed great compassion to their fellow students, faculty, or the community. It is always so great to hear the stories behind why each of these young people were chosen to receive the award. Items that appear on the consent calendar portion of the agenda are generally thought of as routine items that are usually adopted under one single motion unless a council member wishes to move it to new business for the purpose of discussion. There are a few items that were approved on the consent calendar portion of the meeting that were talked about, so I'd like to mention them here. The first was the approval of the request for North Brothers Ford to hold their annual 5K fun run walk at Central City Park and to waive the normal rental fee for the Farmers Market Pavilion. This event has been going on for many years, and we are happy to partner with North Brothers as they raise money for the Carmanis Cancer Society. By waiving the normal fee, that means even more money can go directly to research and programs to help those who are battling cancer. The next item was one brought to us from our IT department. Chief Innovation Officer Craig Brown requested funds to upgrade our census analytics platform. Census is a program that we use to read our water meters on homes. This upgrade will allow the water billing department to be more efficient in gathering the required information about our water usage and find potential problems with meters before they become big problems. This will also allow us to see issues like abnormal water use so we can notify residents, which could help save them money or let them know about a problem in their home. This actually impacted me personally at my home. I recently got a letter in the mail from the water billing department showing abnormal use, which led to the discovery of a leaking toilet in my house. Next, we had a request for some new beds. That may seem like an odd item for a city council meeting, but this request came from Fire Chief Daryl Stamper. As you know, fire service is an around-the-clock job, and our fire personnel work 24-hour shifts. The beds that they are currently using are all 20-plus years old. For reference, the normal lifespan of a quality mattress is about 7 to 10 years. After that, the quality of sleep it provides is much less. It is important that our crews get good rest when they can, so they are able to stay sharp and healthy as they put their lives on the line for ours. Council also approved a request from the Westland Youth Athletic Association to be recognized as a nonprofit organization within the city. This determination will allow them to apply for a charitable gaming license through the state of Michigan. This gives the WYAA opportunity to hold raffles at their events to raise money to help support the program. The state still needs to approve them, but this paves the way and shows this group of dedicated parents and supporters that the city of Westland is behind them. Moving on to new business. The City Council approved a resolution that would allow attorneys on behalf of the City of Westland to enter into a settlement that will resolve the opioids lawsuits against Walmart, CVS, and other companies. This came from a national mass tort suit over the opioid impact to local communities. Our city attorney tells us that settlements to date add up to $2 million, and they anticipate additional settlements in the future. Next, we had a major item that was unanimously approved by the City Council. The collective bargaining agreement between the City of Westland and AFSCME Local 1602, our city's largest union, was approved. After collaborative negotiations, the two sides reached an agreement that runs through December 31st, 2026. There are a lot of details to go over to make this happen, and I want to thank Human Resources Director Stephanie Field and the entire 1602 negotiating team who came up with what I believe is a win-win contract for everybody, especially the citizens of Westland. The last thing I want to mention wasn't actually on the council agenda. During my comments at the end of the meeting, I talked about the city's 3-year balanced budget that I presented to the City Council. I mentioned some of the highlights of the $79 million budget, including preserving a $6.5 million rainy day fund. You can view the entire document on our website, cityofwestland.com. That's also where you can find information about when the City Council budget study sessions will be held and view the complete City Council agenda packet with all the support materials. Thanks for joining me on this first edition of After the Gavel. Please let us know what you think of the program. I hope it was informative and that you check out our next episode that will cover the next Westland City Council meeting that will take place on Monday, April 17th.